doing fine.
I swear I'm doing
Am I really fine or am I just really good at lying? I don't really know lately. I've been on autopilot in my mind. Keeps me awake every single night. I stay up late. I don't know how to sleep when I'm overthinking every little thing. But I'm taking my pills and I'm paying my bills. So I still feel the same. Guess I'll play this guitar, hoping that tomorrow I can say that I'm doing fine. Alright, okay, sun keeps coming up each day. See it through my window shades, it's alright. Just passing time, I'll watch it fade. Can't do too much anyways. In this small town, it away, I'm doing fine.
Drinking on the east side, damn, I miss the coastline. Thought that I'd be happier here. Fighting for a purpose, changing isn't working. Wish that I could disappear. Drown me in a slow song, tell me where I went wrong. Promise you I'll be all ears. Drinking on the east side, running out of lifeline. Tell me how to disappear. I wanna leave, but there's nowhere to go. I'm begging you, please, just take me home. But when I'm home, I still get homesick. I don't know where to go. I'm focused, I'm trying to leave, but there's nowhere to go. Can somebody take me home? Standing by the AC, heat making me hazy. Try to make it out alive. Think the city hates me, swear it's gonna break me. Think I wanna live for life. A 9 to 5, a pretty life, a healthy pension plan. Move to post of time, no, buy a little condo, live life on the sand. I wanna leave, but there's nowhere to go. I'm begging you, please, just take me home. But when I'm home, I still get homesick. I don't know where to go. I'm focused, I'm trying to leave, but there's nowhere to go. Can somebody take me home? Tell me that you miss me. Tell me where you've been. Tell me, did you make your dreams come true in the end? Tell me or just kiss me. Forget the things you said. Even though the saying goes you should forgive, but don't forget. I'm over it, I miss it. The way we used to dance. The way your eyes would light up anytime you saw your friends. I know that you don't miss me. I don't know where you've been. I know you got a new man, is he better than I am? So here we go again. Tell me, tell me where you go at night when you're feeling all alone. So here we go again. Tell me, oh tell me you just come by and tell me you feel at home. Oh, tell me that you miss me. Tell me where you've been. Tell me about your new boyfriend. Is he better than I am? He probably isn't, I'm not kidding. I just got out the pen. I know you heard, you're probably happy you got out when you didn't. I recall you used to think I'd never make it out of city. Your mother used to ask you why the hell you even with me. I never spoke about my problems, I'd be there for yours instead. I'd rather never fight, I can't go back to my twin bed. So bury me in drama, tell me all the things they did. Never ask about me, baby, I wouldn't tell you if you did. So here we go again. Tell me, tell me where you go at night when you're feeling all alone. So here we go again. Tell me, oh tell me you just come by and tell me you feel at home. Oh, I'm terrified, letting go. I'm terrified, leaving home. To let you go, leave my home, the unknown. If you're all alone, I
What up, Sleazy?
never let you go. So here we go again. Tell me, tell me where you go at night when you're feeling all alone. So here we go again. Tell me, oh tell me you just come by and tell me you feel at home. Oh, tell me again.
Her times are changing, and I've been looking for something to blame it on. Life's what you make it, but I don't wanna hear nothing about that, no. All of the lives I lived to die again.
What the fuck?
And all of the lessons just to forget. How do I breathe? With 1,000 pounds on my chest, how do I think? With 1,000,000 thoughts in my head, tell me how am I supposed to find the better side? Not that when I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. I try to save me, God, it's getting harder for me to face it. All these days are wasted, the seasons passing by as the summer turns to fall. All of the lives I lived just to die again. And all of the lessons just to forget. How do I breathe? With 1,000 pounds on my chest, how
Nah, I'm chilling on Top Step right now, bro. Top Step X right now, bro.
tell me how am I supposed to find the better side? Not that when I can't breathe. the same damn place. What for? I don't wanna feel this way anymore. I end up in the same damn place. What for? How do I breathe with 1,000 pounds on my chest? How do I think with 1,000,000 thoughts in my head? And tell me, how am I supposed to find the better side? Not that when I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. She might be innocent, but I lost my memory. The one the sinners call Your Majesty. I know it won't be long until sickness has its soul. Love me or hate me, we could rise until we fall. Singing a light, I was caught in the fire and she just watched it burn. Your blood is sweet, you're my fantasy. Cigarettes in her denim jeans, lipstick stains are her enemies. So lie to me, I think I lost my sanity. So let her rest with my memories, 'cause love isn't a guarantee. Oh, darling, look at me, my heart between your teeth. She is magnificent, but she comes from underneath. Oh, darling, look at me, tell me everything. 'Cause a sinner like me can't be alone, you always need a queen. Your blood is sweet, you're my fantasy. Cigarettes in her denim jeans, lipstick stains are her enemies. So lie to me, I think I lost my sanity. So let her rest with my memories, 'cause love isn't a guarantee. Your blood is sweet, you're my fantasy. Cigarettes in her denim jeans, lipstick stains are her enemies. So lie to me, I think I lost my sanity. So let her rest with my memories, 'cause love isn't a guarantee. So many ways to lose you, you never even try. So many ways to lose you, you never even try.
Nah, I don't even got a system. It's the same thing. It's well, it's not the exact same thing, but I'm basically just marking out the zones with I'm basically just marking out consolidation zones with these horizontal lines now instead of drawing rectangles on it. I'll start the session over. I don't like how that was going.
Maybe I could show you love. Maybe I could be that one. I don't wanna go ghost. I don't wanna leave you alone. Maybe if I go solo. Maybe if I try once more. Maybe if I try to let go. Maybe I could cheer you up. she wanted, she got it, bad bitch with a body. I hit it, then leave it alone. Still on them now, they just missing the tonic. I did all this shit on my own. And bitch, I slide, stay outside, get up out my zone. Yeah, real rich vibe, paradise, got here on my own. Yeah, run it up, what you know about? Couple hundred to the side, off for showing out. Making love to all the bands like a pouring out. I was sitting on the bitch, but I'm scoring out. Wristwatch, big clock, VVS dances. Ironic cause the shit don't even TikTok. Bad bitch, fit by, hope she like sports. When I finish, I'ma tell her how to kid rock. Yeah, and the VVS and poppin' lies. Twice 20 when I caught the ride. Swerving going about 82, it's scary when she popped the tie. Go wet it like some sloppy tie. Everyone smoke this man down. Bad little O, she stand out. Saying she want me, I know it's the money cause she see me pull all the bands out. Fuck it, I'll fuck on a fan now. Whatever you want, know I can now. Green guys, they fill up my wallet and pocket like they finna order a stand out. She wanted, she got it, bad bitch with a body. I hit it, then leave it alone. Still on them now, they just missing the tonic. I did all this shit on my own. And bitch, I slide, stay outside, get up out my zone. Yeah, real rich vibe, paradise, got here on my own. Okay, make them hear the shit and watch them get up off their ass. Yeah, the whip look straight out, F1 sipping hard and swerving fast. Yeah, I can never be last. And I'm going out later while he going outside. And your girl pick smash. I'ma get a little mouth and I'll send a little cash. Shit, I don't care if it's dark or not. You can see me in the parking lot. Bass jumping in the head, I might just fuck around and call the cops. Many bitches like to talk a lot. They do. Hey, and I'ma meet up with the fans tonight. And I'ma spend a couple bands tonight. And if I run to my op girl, actually got plans or not. Pull up, play this and watch her dance a lot. Yeah, you whipping boring, my foreign. No, I can be on basis. Shit, she hit my line, I ignore it. Cause I can't fuck no basic bitch. And talk is talk, you annoying. Where you don't act to say some shit. I'm way ahead and you know it. Can't even see me LASIK. She wanted, she got it, that bitch with a body. I hit it, then leave it alone. Still on them now, they just missing the tonic. I did all this shit on my own. And bitch, I slide, stay outside, get up out my zone. Yeah, real rich vibe, paradise, got here on my own.
I bite my tongue.
Yeah, this just I don't even know the songs that's playing.
You say
I'm just on I just went to Spotify and clicked non-copyright music streams.
gave my whole
So I
life
don't even know these songs, but yeah, they go pretty hard.
someone like you. I say I'm fine, but I'm hiding from the truth. I flew way too high and fell way too far. Thought I touched the sky, but then it went dark, so I lost it all. Don't tell me I lost it all. Oh, I'm not bulletproof. The way your words destroy my body, take me to the roof. And just stand it right here for me. I'm not bulletproof. So hold the gun and do it quickly. Nothing left to lose. And I can't bear to take you with me. I crashed my car 5 miles from here, but I ran this far to catch up to my fears. I flew way too high and fell way too far. Thought I touched the sky, but then it went dark, so I lost it all. Don't tell me I lost it all. Oh, I'm not bulletproof. The way your words destroy my body, take me to the roof. And just stand it right here for me. I'm not bulletproof. So hold the gun and do it quickly. Nothing left to lose. And I can't bear to take you with me. So
The EMA is telling me that we're only looking for buys today. So I'm only looking for buys because we're above the EMA. These zones that you see on the screens are 5-minute fair value gaps. So I call them fake out zones. I don't want to hop in any trades that forms inside of these zones. Yeah, drop some likes in the on the video, man.
Are the walls getting closer? You don't have to listen to what's in your head. If it's not gonna get you closer to that bread, had to get rid of all those thoughts before they spread. Time is slowing down when I hear that new sound. Cooking that soul food in the south, but we going northbound. Spending too much time in my head, I need a discount. I look deep into myself, and then guess what I found? Found a whole new world that I turned upside down. Tried to hide it all before, but what did that do for me? Used to hold it all in, but now there's no room for me, room for me. I told ya, you cannot fight it. I know ya, and I won't hide it. I told ya, you cannot fight it. I know ya, and I won't hide it. I told ya, I already decided that I'm your soldier. Gotta keep moving in silence, yeah. I don't gotta be rocking them chains no more, no more, no more. 'Cause every time that I'm with you, your eyes look like diamonds, yeah. If she bad, then I tell her what's up, shawty, 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 what's up, shawty. If she bad, then I tell her what's up, shawty, 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 what's up, shawty. I already know you can't fight it. I'm chivalrous, but I'm not righteous. I said I don't care about the price. I said I'd beat it like Mike. Or was I really talking about Tyson? Yeah, quit playing with my life. Now my heart on the knife. I just wanna survive. I told ya, you cannot fight it. I know ya, and I won't hide it. I told ya, you cannot fight it. I know ya, and I won't hide it.
Starts as a spark between just two. Light your candles, the feeling's true. Then comes the dark, you push on through. 'Cause there's more to love than just loving you. And she's your love.
Yeah, late time session today, man.
Take adventures to share
I was watching a,
storm into
I was watching a couple of them playoff games. They wasn't even really good though, to be honest.
and then there's two.
That's why I stopped watching them.
And if you don't keep fighting through, you may lose sight of what it's all for. And there's a reason we have seasons. Love, it can't always be easy. And if you're fiending for that feeling, look up. It's right in front of you. It's right in front of you. Starts as a spark between just two. Light your candles, the feeling's true. Then comes the dark, you push on through. Cause there's more to love than just loving you. And she's your lover and he's your rock. You take adventures, you share your socks. So mid-December, you'll cuddle up next to the fire with your new moss. A year goes by, and then there's 2, 3, and 4. 9 months later, there's a little you. You raise him right, you're not afraid anymore. And he'll grow older, so will you. There comes the beauty you thought you outgrew. The love never left, it was preparing you for life again. Starts as a spark between just two. Light your candles, the feeling's true. Then comes the dark, you push on through. Cause there's more to love than just loving you. And she's your lover and he's your rock. You take adventures, you share your socks. So in mid-December, you cuddle up next to the fire with your new moss. And if I knew this is how it'd be you and me, as long as life agrees. Cause you're my lover, you're my peace, my forever, you're all I need.
Oh, you know what you wanna do between me and you, but please don't come out the blue. But I know this is what you do. Got a hold on me, ay, ay. Got me going crazy, ay. For another day, ay, ay.
Alright, check the hour time frame first. MA says we're buying, so I'm only taking buys. Same thing as yesterday. Go to the 1 minute time frame. Identify your fake out zones.
We go out every day and cancel everyone else. We've known each other years now and still friends. But I wanna be more than that, I want you myself. Cause I can't be your man. I promise that I will be your everything. So can you give me a chance? Cause me plus you, it's like a perfect storybook. And I'll be the beast, and you'll be the beauty. And baby, this is how it looks when it's our storybook. Cause me plus you, it's like a perfect storybook. And I'll be the beast, and you'll be the beauty.
What up, Dinah? Just getting some back testing in, man. The usual. I would enter off these, but these don't really look like a rejection candle to me. It just kind of looks like it's consolidating again. So these, I don't consider these rejection candles. This right here, this is a rejection candle. Always, man, always. This is another rejection candle. All right, pull it back. That's cool. This is another rejection candle. Only way you gonna make it to the top, bro. Only way. You in the lab though with me, so you know what I'm saying? You gonna make it. Mm. Okay, so we're approaching the EMA, the 1 hour EMA. So might be switching to a sell trend in a little bit. But right now we still looking for buys. All right, we got a rejection. So this would have been a losing day because I just lost 500. I was up 1,000. Uh, I was up 1,000. Now I went back down to 500. So that would have been a losing day. Friday would have just been a losing day. I actually did lose Friday. Now that I'm thinking about it, this is last Friday. This is the Friday I just lost. So that explains that. That explains that. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back 2 weeks. I'm gonna go back to right here. So last Friday was just a losing day. Like, and even back testing, even when I back test last Friday, I still lost. Looking for sales only. I don't know what you mean by is it a curve feature? My P&L just restarted because I went back 2 weeks, so we're just gonna start over. What are we looking for? So we're only looking for sales. So if I'm looking for sales, I'm looking for a close below support. So if I get a close below here or a close below here, I'm looking for sales. If price gets up to here, to this resistance and rejects, then I'll be looking for a sell as well. Or right here, I'll be looking for a sell. Or right here, I'll be looking for a sell. I like this is a rejection candle, but I like my rejection candles to actually um reject bearish. Like this is still a bullish candle, so I wouldn't consider this an entry. This could be a good entry, but um if I'm looking for a rejection candle, I want the rejection to actually end up bearish. So that's why I'm not gonna take that trade. Would have hit though, but that's not what I was looking for. But matter of fact, I was too busy explaining. Forgot to change this. Once price breaks above a resistance, if it closes back inside, then that's also a sell signal. So how it broke above, if it breaks back down and closes inside, then that's a sell signal. So as you can see, this right here just closed back inside, so I'll hop in. So that would have been an L. It's all good though. Seeing if we're gonna get a rejection off of this zone. Oh, gotta change this. Alright, it closed back inside. $180. That hit SL or what? Yeah, I got one pip. I got one pip wicked out in that one. Is what it is. But I'm gonna give my trade a second chance. I mean, it faked me out right here. It closed back inside right here and faked me out. It wicked me out right here, but then closed back inside again. I'm gonna just take that trade again. It just did it again. So this would have just been an example of me just getting caught up in the chop. You know, maybe I mean this is why we back test, because maybe if I notice that it's just chopping, then I should just wait for a whole new zone to form. You know what I'm gonna like, if I lose off of a zone, I'm just not gonna take that zone again. So like when it closed back inside and I took this sell, when it rejected and then I lost it, I shouldn't have took another sell right here. I should have just deleted that whole zone. But that would have been a losing day. only risking 500 a day. So y'all know how I do it. It's either I'm gonna make 500 or I'm gonna lose 500. What the heck? It just said I lost. Um, what the heck? That's probably just messed my whole P&L up. What are we? Tuesday, January 7th. I gotta reset it. It just did some whole stupid stuff. We below the EMA, so I'm looking for sales. Trying to go on a win streak. I've been winning. I'd win one day and then lose one day. You know, going back and forth with the markets, it's not gonna get you anywhere. But this is a good note that I like to have on my. All right, so we looking for sales. I'm gonna keep this right here to remind me where the EMA is. We're almost crossing over, so that's the 1 hour EMA. If we cross over that, then if we cross over this yellow line, then we're gonna be looking for buys. But right now we're looking for sales. These FVG markouts. These are 5-minute FVG zones. So if price is hovering in this area, I don't want to take a trade because it's probably just going to be chopping around. But since we're looking for sales, first thing I want to identify is good points where I could potentially get some sell opportunities. So if I was looking for some sell opportunities, I'd be looking, I'd say this is a good sell opportunity right here. It's right at the top of the FVG. There's a consolidation box right here as well. This is the bottom of it, so we're looking at a pretty strong resistance. So if we get a rejection off of this zone, I'm gonna try not to have so many zones on my chart. I feel like that confuses me as well. Like I shouldn't have any more than 4 zones on the chart at one time. So if we get a rejection off this, I'll be in for a sale. What up, Miguel? This is a good rejection zone as well. I don't want to, like I said though, I don't want to take any trades inside this FVG. Am I able to pay my bills trading? I'm getting by right now. I could be doing better. I'm doing decent though. Not yet no millionaire trader like all the marketers on YouTube is telling you they are. But you know, I know how to make some money at least. Alright, so we didn't get a rejection right here. But like I said, if we close above this yellow line, we'll be looking for buys. So the bias has now changed to buys. And since I'm looking for buys, this rejection sell zone is now turning into a rejection buy zone. So now if price comes down here, and rejects it, I'll be looking for buys. If price closes above here, I'll be looking for buys as well. Alright. We got to close above the close above buy zone, which is really just a resistance. It just closed above resistance, which is a sign that price is trying to break out. There's a 5-minute FVG right above, so I got to be aware of that. I could see some rejection because my TP will be in that zone. But this is just a trade for 180 for 180, and let's just see if it plays out. Alright, so we got an immediate rejection off of that FVG. That's cool. It's whatever. But down here, that original zone that it broke above, which is where the EMA is, I'll turn this into a rejection buy zone. And if we get a rejection off of this area, then I'll be in as well. All right, it closed below. It's really, I'm going to go back to the hour. If we was live trading, it would be better because I could be constantly checking the hour to see what zone we're in. But if I go back to the hour time frame, I mean, price is kind of hovering between the EMAs. So another thing I like to do, let me see if I got it. So since price on the 1 hour isn't really being decisive, I'm going to drop to the 30. Okay, the 30 is clear buys, and really now that I'm thinking about it, the 30 would be a better time frame to use for determining the trend, since I'm on the 1 minute time frame. I really don't need the hour, but the 30 says we're still buying, so yeah, I'm still looking for buys. I really don't even like this zone. Like I said, I don't want to have too many zones on my chart, so I'm going to delete the ones that really don't matter anymore. So the 30 tells us that we're looking only for buys right now. So what I want to do is I just want to mark out good areas of buy potential. So that would be if we get a rejection right here, this is a good potential for buys. If we get a rejection right here, this is a good potential for buys. If we get a rejection right here, this is a good potential for buys. Okay, if we get a close above here, this is a good potential for buys as well. And we just go for 1-to-1s. Okay, not really a rejection candle, but it's showing that buyers are trying to come in, so let's see what happens. Not yet a clear rejection. Okay, so it's still breaking down. We're going to see if it can get here. Okay, so it did reject and it closed back above like this. So it came through, it faked some sellers out and kind of made it seem like it was going to be able to keep breaking, but decided to close back above this resistance. So normally I use 2 contracts, but since this candle is so big, I'm only going to be able to use 1. My daily stop loss, I usually have it at $500, so I don't want to risk too much on one trade. But this would just look something like this, and we'll just see if it plays out. so that trade would have played out. It's pretty good. After every trade plays out, what up, Coach Curtis? After every trade plays out, what I want to get used to doing is just clearing the chart, because your chart can get messy if you don't clear it after like every win. So just take the time to clear your chart and just remark it up. That's what I like to do. So same thing, check the 30. There's buys. It's only buys right now. So if I wanted to take some buys, first I'd find all the levels of support. So this support is here, but it's kind of weak, so I'll just ignore it. This is a support. My consolidation zone indicator also helps you identify supports, because usually the bottom of a consolidation zone is a support as well. So that's a support. And the only reason I'm using these supports is because if I see price reject off of them, I'll enter off a buy. So these are the buys I'm looking. I'm gonna put two zones to the downside and 2 zones to the upside. So these are my rejection buy zones, and then my close above buy zones. I'm gonna use 2 of those as well, because I don't like my charts to be messy. And one would be right here, and then the next one will be right here. So yeah, actually, since these two are pretty close together, I'm gonna move this one. I'm gonna move this one right here, just because they're so close together. There's no real point. So yeah. Close above. Close above. Alright. See what happens. Alright, we tapped the rejection zone. This is not a rejection candle though, so we're just gonna keep letting it play out. No rejection. Alright, this is a rejection. It rejected into a 5-minute FVG, so this setup isn't really A plus, because if I don't like taking trades inside of an FVG zone, just because anything can happen. Like it can start chopping or doing, whatever it wants. So typically this would be an entry, and I just go for a 1-to-1. But I'm trying to focus on only taking A plus setups, so I'm not gonna take that. But what I will do is I'll move this zone that's from the top, and I'll just move it over here, because this is now a close above zone. So when this FVG zone disappears, maybe we'll look for some buys right here, but not right now. And this is what I say: if I would have took that buy right here, I would have lost the trade. So this is why I don't take buys that's sitting inside of an FVG zone. Alright, so we got to tap into the next rejection zone. Let's see if we get one. Not yet. Alright, so it looks like it doesn't really care about that zone at all. And so we're just going to start looking for a different zone to use. Potential rejection right there. Let's look across just to make sure. Oh no, okay, now the real zone is right here. So we're gonna delete this. We're gonna delete this zone. And we're gonna use this one. Like I said, don't want to have too many on my screen, because I don't want to get I don't want my chart to get messy. And since we're already 3 candles removed from this rejection zone is now going to turn into a close above zone. So now if price closes above there, then I'll be in for a buy as well. And like I mentioned before, the 30-minute is way above the EMA, which is the only reason why we're only looking for buys right now. So let's just see what happens. All right, tapped into the next rejection zone. If this one doesn't hold, it's really not. If this one doesn't hold, we got a gap down here, and this will be the next target. We're gonna target this gap. All right, we're 3 candles down. So now this rejection zone is going to turn into a close above zone. Or I should say this support is turning into a resistance, simple as that. Could get some rejection out of this 5-minute FVG. All right, there we go. We got a rejection out of this 5-minute FVG, and it shot back to close above that resistance. So this looks like a pretty big candle, so I'm probably only going to be able to use one contract, because once again, I only like to risk $500 a day. So I can so this is only $100 stop loss, so I can get away with using 2 contracts, and I just make that 200. And I just like to do a 1-to-1. So this is what the trade looks like. All right, TP smash. That's pretty good. This zone right here, even if it does close above this zone, and like I said, I want to get into the habit of deleting my chart after a trade is over, just so I can remark it up and come with a fresh head for each and every trade. So check 30 again. 30 is still above. That's cool. So if we're looking for buys, we want to identify the supports. We got a support down here, the one that it just respected. We got this gap that's still down here waiting to get filled. So these are the 2 zones we're going to use down here for supports, or rejections, I should say. And for close aboves, yeah, I know we don't like trading inside these 5-minute fair value gaps. So I would need to see a close above right here, or a close above right here. So that is what we're waiting on. See what happens. Alright, we got to tap back into this rejection zone, so we're just going to wait for a nice rejection candle to hop in. Alright, here we go. We got a nice rejection candle. There is a slight 5-minute fair value gap right here. And there's a gap right here as well. So I really don't know how I feel about this trade. Y'all know I would take it, but like I said, I'm really trying to focus on taking A+ setups only. So even though this zone is so small and it probably won't affect anything too much, I'm still not gonna take it, just because I'm trying to build good habits. Even if it's just back testing, I'm trying to build good habits. So I'm not gonna take this trade. If I did take it, it would look something like this. two contracts, 160, 160, it would look something like this, but I'm not going to take it. So I'm not sure if this would have been a TP smash. Let me see if that trade would have actually hit, because I don't think that would have hit TP. 8. Yeah. So good thing I didn't take that trade, because if I took that trade, it would have been a loss. So that's what I mean by taking 8+ setups. It'll help you in the long run. The way to become profitable is marginal improvements. If you can just, shout out Dre who just subbed. If you can take off one L a day, that you usually take, over the long term, that will compound and you will start making a lot of money. You don't have to win every trade. You just have to lose a little bit less than usual, and then you'll end up making money. So like that before would have just been a trade that I would have lost, because I would have been like, who cares about that little 5-minute FVG? But now I don't care how small the zone is. I don't care. I want every setup A+. If you come to the charts and every time you look for a setup you want it to be A+, it's gonna help you a lot. I just got back for the mountain, went skiing all day. The roads are like an ice rink though. Almost ditched my shit on the way home. What the hell, bro? You tripping, bro. You tripping. Alright, still looking for a good rejection though. Alright, price, let me see. Price came down. Price came down into the zone again, and then closed below the zone, and then closed back above. This is an entry, but guess what? I hate to be that guy, but there's a gap right here. I don't like playing around with them gaps, bro. Because what happened is price could just tap into this gap right here and then just immediately shoot down. So I wouldn't say this setup is A+, and I just wait for another one. But these close above, these are too far away. We got new structures that's formed, so I can move this down to right here, and I can move this down to right here. Or matter of fact, I'll just well, I'm not taking those FVG zones anyways, so I just move those two right there. I want to take it, but I'll just wait. Alright, hold on, because I didn't I should identify this zone as well too. This is a consolidation zone as well. So I'm not going to enter off this rejection zone, but if price is to break out of this consolidation zone, so really this should be right here, and then I'll keep that right there. Alright, so price rejected the buy zone and then closed above the consolidation zone. So that's two confirmations that these buys are valid. The most I want to risk in a trade is $200. So if I can risk $200, then I'll use two contracts. So right here, I can go two contracts for 180, and we can see if this trade is going to play out. Alright, so unfortunately that was an L, but you know, it happens. I'm going to clear the chart again, and we're going to map it out again. Still looking for buys. So if I'm looking for buys, I want a rejection from right here, or same as before, I want a rejection from this gap. if we're looking for buys above, I want to close above this consolidation zone that formed right here, or I'll say I'll close right here. This one looks more reliable. Alright, we got the close above. This looks like a pretty small candle, so I can do 2 contracts. So I'll put my SL to about 120. TP about 120. Alright, TP smash. This candle closed above our buy zone, but like I said, I don't want to take any trades leading into these 5-minute FVGs, so I'm just gonna delete. I'm gonna clear my chart again, and we're just gonna wait for price to at least come out of the zone. The first zone outside of here would be we're kind of getting into a bit of a choppy area because as y'all can see, the only clear space we got is right here. So we'll be looking for some trades inside of here, or for price to maybe come back down to right here where this consolidation zone is, and maybe we can get a rejection buy. But it's too much. It's too many FVGs in the area, so I gotta wait for those to get filled before I can find a good entry. Because like I said, we're looking for A+ setups only. All right, so the FVG just got cleared. So now we can find some good setups. We can get a rejection buy right here. We can get. I'll just keep this one right here because it's stronger. So those are the 2 rejection zones as far as closes above. We can go. It's really at a zone right here right now. So if this next candle can push above right here, this will be a good one. And the next one, any other closes above is probably just gonna lead into this FVG right here. So I'll just ignore them. But let's see what happens. Alright, so yeah, this one pushed up, but it's just right into another zone, so I gotta ignore it. But I forgot to change it. As soon as price, if you get 2, don't change it right away. But if you get 2, I'd say 2 to 3 candle closes above your previous zone. That's when I want to change it. So this is 2 candle closes above here. So I'll go ahead and change it to a rejection zone and see if I can get a good rejection candle. But either way it goes, I need to see the zone get cleared because that's gonna cause problems in the future. So really the area I wanted to target is down here, just to improve our odds of winning. Okay, so boom. Y'all know I like to see my candles turn bullish, like it touched this rejection zone, but it's still closed bearish. But this rejection is so strong that I am gonna hop in, and it's a pretty decent sized candle, but I get away with 2 contracts. So this will just be 120 for 120. Alright, so it just immediately hit SL. I usually do prefer, maybe I should be kind of more hard on that rule that it has to, like, even though it rejected, it still did close bearish. So maybe I shouldn't have hopped in that trade. But who cares, you know, I did it. But we'll just keep going. It still is rejecting the zone though, but I'm gonna need to see it actually turn bullish. Yeah, that needs to be a hard rule I set. Like it has to turn bullish for me to hop in. Um, I'm gonna change this back to close above. These candles are kind of like ugly. Like these are some ugly candles right here, so I'm not hopping in. Alright, looks like we're trying to push down into this rejection zone down here. That should be good. The FVG is now cleared. Alright, we got another buy zone right here. I'll move this buy zone right here. See if we can get a good rejection. Alright, this is extremely ugly. Like these are some extremely ugly candles forming right here. Like this candle closed as a hammer, and then it gapped above and then closed like this. So like I said, I'm being picky, bro, because this gap right here could be the reason. If I hopped in this trade, because what could happen is I could hop in this trade, and the next candle could literally not make any momentum to the upside, and it could literally just immediately push down just to fill this gap. That's the only reason. That's the only reason why I'm not hopping in on that trade right here. And there's also a gap right here as well. So it's really not giving me. They're not giving me too many clean setups today. But you know, it's only 350, so I still would have plenty of time to keep trading. So we're just gonna see what happens. Like I said, like no, the second candle after this gap push had no momentum to the upside whatsoever. So I'd say it's pretty good. I didn't hop in at least. But okay, then again, it just pushes up. Now this candle closed above this consolidation, filled the gap, and then still closed with a lot of momentum. So I would hop in right here. Let's see if I would have enough space for. Okay, so I would have enough for 2 contracts. It would be 180 for 180. And let's see how it plays out. We had some good momentum, and then it just reversed and stopped us out. So we would be down 170. My max daily loss for the day is 500. So you know, still plenty of capital to to get out of this hole with. But you know, never like going in drawdown, but it will happen. So clear the charts. Check the 30 again. Make sure we're still in a buy market. So yeah, we're still buying. That's cool. If I'm looking for buys, I'm gonna look for a buy right here at this gap. Look for a nice rejection at the gap. Look for a rejection right here. And look for a rejection down here. Close above. I look for right here. Right here. And I'd use this consolidation zone over here, and I'll use it like this. So let's just go ahead and mark it out. No FVG zones in sight, so the trades we get should be pretty clean. Let's see if we can get something good to make some of that money back. close above. This is a pretty decent sized candle, so I can get away with two contracts. $140 SL, $140 TP. Look at that. Look at this gap. Like, I don't know what's going on with I don't know what was going on Tuesday, but these gaps are crazy. Like, it literally just, it basically just gapped up and hit TP. Like, that's crazy. But y'all should know, anytime it's a gap, there's a big chance that the very next candle is just gonna tank right back down. So even though it closed above my entry, like even though it closed above where I would want it to, I'm still not gonna hop in because I want to see it come back. But trade is over, so let's reset. Still looking for buys. Obviously, we got a nice consolidation zone right here, so this would be a nice area for price to reject. And then I'll just use, see, is this good? No, this is better. And I'll just use the bottom of that rejection zone as well, or the second zone. We're not in no rush, so I'd let it take a little bit of time to get there. This price is currently at the bottom of this consolidation. So I will use this. I'll use this as a zone, and I'll use this as a zone, even though I'm probably not going to take it because there's a fair value gap right above it. So I really don't like this. If I'm being honest, I really don't like this zone right there. I really don't like this zone. I don't really think that's going to hold. So I'll just wait for a rejection. All right, here we go. We might get an entry. We do have a new consolidation zone right here. So right now, this is the break above. All right, slight rejection off the consolidation zone, but I don't like it. I feel like it could be better, so we're gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for another entry. Shout out Miguel, just joined the Discord. All right, we are at another rejection zone. Let's see if it's gonna actually reject or not. All right, this is considered a rejection. I mean, it's gapping all over the place, but that's cool. So pretty decent candle size, so I can get away with two. I'll risk 120 on this one, and I'll go for 120. Okay, so we did get a TP smash. Up $90. The goal is 500. This has been a pretty long trading day. I'm not gonna lie. It's 4:30. We start trading at 2 a.m. This is 4:30, and I'm only up $90. So I need to give myself a time limit. Haven't quite decided what time limit is gonna be, like when my trading session should end, but probably because I usually just do when I lose 500 or when I make 500, and I just trade to however long. But I'll probably say maybe like 6 o'clock, because that's a 4-hour trading session. There's no need for me to be trading longer than 4 hours a day. Like, If I haven't hit 500 by 6, I should just lock my account out, honestly. But close above zone is right here. So let's see what happens. See if we can get it. All right, we did get the close above, but y'all know how I feel about trading into these fair value gaps, so I'm just gonna completely ignore it. And we're gonna target this high right here, and see if we can get some. See if we can still get some buy momentum. Obviously trading like this, you always run the risk at getting in too late, because if you wait for a close above a swing high, then obviously you can just reject. But that's why we do 1-to-1s, and we only look for A+ setups. So at the end of the day, the numbers should add up in your favor, even if you do lose a couple of trades here and there. Did I delete this? Did I delete? Let me delete. Let me just go ahead and rechart real quick. So looking for buys, we got this. We got the FEG right here, and we got an FEG right here. So if I'm looking for buys, I'll go right here. It's always good to use your consolidation zones as a point of reference, because they're usually right. So we got 2 of them right here, and I'll just let those be. And I'll put this one right here again, because it did get respected last time. It came down and then just immediately shot back up. So I'll keep those 3 down there. And we still got this FVG right here. So, but I'll still mark it out, because this would be a good buy zone, and this would still be a good buy zone. But I'll just have to see how price is looking when it gets there to decide if I'll hop in or not. So let's see what happens. All right, we got the close above. I'm waiting for the zone to disappear.
Is it me? I know I can make you fall in love. Season change, stay the same. Counting benzes and bleed up. Never take another L. I swear I've been through enough. Asking if I'm really young. I told Shorty true enough.
All right, I'll move this rejection zone from right here to right here. All right, price came in. This could be a rejection, but honestly, I like to see it kind of dip down a little bit. Like this could easily just reverse. This could easily just reverse. So I'm not gonna hop in right there. Just like I said, I've been looking at these 1-minute charts for so long. I don't trust it. Like, even though it came down, but it didn't come down enough for me to hop in and call that a rejection. So it just closed below. Now we can wait for a real rejection candle to pop up. Here we go. So this is what I would consider a real rejection candle. Still not just 100% gonna win, but it's a higher chance, that's for sure. Why does I feel like that's wrong? Is that really 2 contracts? Yeah. So I'm gonna risk about $100. That's all. The least I'll risk in a trade is $100. So 100. So I'll just do 100 for 100. Let's see how it plays out. All right, that was just a pretty easy TP smash. So that'll put us at 190, and we just gotta keep going. But what I will do is I'll move this rejection zone that was originally right here. I'll move it down a little bit, So now it has to reject from right here for me to think about an entry. It's all about making your setups A. It's all about just taking as many A plus setups as possible. So like here we go again. It's a rejection, but it really didn't tap in deep enough for me to really hop in on that. So I'll just wait. See now this one, you see how this candle dipped in and then shot up and closed. So I would call this one a valid setup. Yeah. So I'll risk 120 on this one. For 120. And then we got another TP smash. All right, so that'll be 310. We need 200 more, and then we'd be done for the day. Still got this gap up here. So we're just going to keep, if price keeps coming down to this rejection zone, I'm just going to keep taking buys from it. We don't got to make it any harder than it has to be. Okay, so we just got a whole lot of momentum, and price completely cleared the FVG and closed above 2 buy zones. Now, I could definitely hop in, right? I could definitely hop in on this trade. I definitely could. If I hopped in on this trade, this is a pretty big candle, so I'd only use one contract, and it'd be for about 160. I'll take that. I'll take it just because it completely cleared the FVG and closed above two buy zones. I mean, I really don't got no choice but to take it. Like, if it loses, it loses. But I mean, I can't just not take this setup. You know, with this heavy bullish volume that just kicked in. So let's see what happens. Boom, TP smash, and just like that, we'd be $30 more away from a winning day. We got this many closes above, so guess what? These close aboves is now going to turn into a rejection zone. So as you can see, I'm kind of just like ping-ponging the markets per se. Just looking for rejections now. All right, this is a rejection candle, but I don't like it. It looks ugly. All right, so now we're tapped in pretty deep. So if we can get a nice rejection out of that, I'll try to take the last setup for this day, and then we can move on. Oh, I don't know what just happened. It just fast forwarded. Didn't nothing really happen though, but I'll just go back anyways. All right, so it closed below. It closed below. Closed below again. It didn't reject this zone, so now I think I forgot to clear the. No, that's what I did. I forgot to clear the chart after that last trade. I keep forgetting. Always clear the chart. Always clear your chart. Always clear your chart. You don't want to get caught up using the last zones, especially on a 1 minute time frame when new zones form so quickly. You don't want to just get caught up using the same zones over and over and over again. That's how you end up taking bad setups, because the zone that you thought was there wasn't even really there for real. So yeah. Let's get some likes in the live, man. Let's get some likes in the live. 17 people, 4 likes. Let's get at least 10 likes in here, man. We just chilling on a Saturday night, bro. Just getting some back testing in. This is exactly how I'm going to be trading the markets. Monday morning at 2 a.m. I trade London every day. But yeah. So we're still looking for buys. Nothing changed. If I'm looking for buys, a zone that I'm trying to target is right here, because this is a swing high. And then I'll say the next one would be right here, because like I said, the consolidation zone indicator is also a way to identify support and resistance at the same time. But actually, if you look at this zone right here, this zone right here, this zone right here, this zone right here, all four of these line up. So guess what? That's a zone as well. So just turn this to rejection buys, and if we was, we kind of already seen what's going to happen, but if we was looking for some continuation buys still, we would be looking for a close above here or a close above here. Simple as that. Now let's see what happens. I mean, these are kind of new zones now, so maybe I'll have a different trade than I didn't see before. Push below. Push below. Alright, so it already pushed below this zone, so I'm going to go ahead and start trying to identify the next one of a potential rejection. Potential rejection could happen right here or right here. So we don't try to predict the markets. We just wait for it to touch one of our zones and for it to actually reject it. We don't enter as soon as it touches. It has to actually prove that it wants to respect the zone that we marked out, because it does not have to if it doesn't want to. Alright. Looks like we might get some rejection right here, but this isn't a strong enough candle. Alright, it pushed up and then just came back down, looking like it has intentions of continuing to drop. So we're going to see if it can get down here to this rejection zone. This rejection zone up here is going to turn into a close above zone now, as well as all of the other ones above. Alright, so this is some heavy tanking going on. The next zone, the next target that we could see some rejection on is down here. We don't get FOMO. We don't care that we just missed this whole move right here, because that's just not how we trade. So I don't care that I'm missing sales. I don't care. The 30-minute is still, matter of fact, let me check that real quick. Yeah, because the 30-minute is still above the MA, so we're still only looking for buys. I don't care about a 10-minute tank. We're still only looking for buys regardless. So we're looking for some rejection buys down here at the next level. Okay, so it looks like we did get a good rejection off of this zone. So I only need $30 to hit my TP for the day, so I'm only going to use one contract. No point in trying to risk more than I need to. Giving me about $100 SL. And I'm just looking for $30 literally. Alright, and that'll be that for today. Let's move on to Wednesday. Alright, let's go to the 30. We're looking for buys. Prices above the MA. Up to the 1-minute time frame. Okay, see, this is interesting because as y'all can see, the entire chart is engulfed into a 5-minute FVG. So we're going to go to the 5-minute time frame and see what's going on. Yeah, so this whole chart right now, so this would be an example of probably a no trade day, because I used to try to trade these days like this, and I would literally always lose them. So if I come to the chart and literally the entire 1-minute chart is engulfed inside a 5-minute FVG, then I might just not trade that day, or at least I'm gonna wait. I'm at least gonna wait, to see how long it takes for a price to, you know, fill. So I'm just gonna let the chart kind of play out until all this clears out. If it never clears out, then then this will just not be a trade day. And I'm gonna give myself till 6 o'clock. If most likely this was just a no trade day on Wednesday. Yeah. So this was just a no trade day. Who cares? We're just gonna move on to the next day. The only way to become profitable is to be able to discern good winning trades and bad winning trades. All right, so now we got a better chart. You know, it's still still a lot of zones going on, but it's nowhere near as bad as yesterday. So let's check the 30. All right, we are above the MA, so I'm obviously looking for buys. So if I was the market and I was looking for a place to reject for some buys to come in, I'd identify right here, right here, and I'll do, and I'll do, I'll just leave those two on there for right now. I'll just leave these two for right now and see what happens. And then for the buy side, I'll look for a close above here. Simple as that. All right. Okay. See what happens. All right, looks like we're starting to get a little bit of rejection off that zone. But this candle, you got to have discernment, because a lot of people, how many times have y'all seen a candle just like this form on these zones, and then y'all seen a push down continue? Like, you need a strong rejection. You want all your setups to be A+, because yeah, this is a slight rejection. Yes, I could hop in, but is that A+? No, it's not an A+ setup. If you want to win majority of your trading days, you gotta take A+ setups. See now, this is way better. Y'all see the difference in candle strength? This candle is way stronger than this candle. So I'm way more confident hopping in this trade. Is it guaranteed to win? No, it's never guaranteed to win. But I'm a lot more confident hopping in this trade off of this candle than I would be off of this candle. So just simple $100 TP, 100 for 100. And let's see what happens. All right, so we got just a strong rejection right off of it. You know, it happens. So that took out of that 500 that we made yesterday. So now we're at 400. But we just tapped into another rejection zone. So we're gonna see what happens. If it rejects this zone, well, now this rejection zone turns into a buy zone. So if it goes above there, that's an entry as well. But in terms of another support, I'll just use this consolidation zone right here. That's why it's always good to have them on. If you can't find them by eye, just use the consolidation zone. And same thing, rejection buys down here. All right, tapped into this rejection zone. Let's see if we can get a strong rejection. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and mark out the next zone. I'm gonna turn this one to a close above. We're gonna look for here. See what happens over here. Let me check the 30 real quick. Make sure we're still above the EMA. Yeah, so still way above the EMA, so nothing really to worry about. I'm just looking for some rejection to show. All right, this is a strong ass rejection candle, similar to this one, except this one is even stronger, and this one is of a decent size. So we're probably looking at like maybe like $180 SL. That's kind of what this looks like. Let's see. Okay, about 200. So $200 SL, right? $200 SL. Y'all know we do 200 for 200. Let's see what happens. All right, TP smash on one candle. It doesn't get any better than that. But we're looking for it. But now we're just gonna take some. Now we're in position to take continuation buys because price came way down here. We got a buy zone right here and we got a buy zone right here. So I'm not gonna enter off of this candle because it looks too weak. But if we get a better one, I could potentially hop in. Okay, so this candle, okay, I was thinking about hopping in, but boom, this FEG is just, I'm not gonna hop in. I'm not hopping in any trades that is playing right into a fair value gap. I mean, that's just not an A+ setup, so I'll just wait for something better to show. But I keep forgetting to clear my chart after I win. So we won this trade like right here, so let me clear that. Okay, still looking for buys. So now if I'm looking for buys, I'm looking for a rejection zone right here. Not really worried about any close aboves because this fair value gap is right here. So I mean, for me to hop in for a close above buy, it'll probably have to come way up there. And we don't really know if it's even gonna get that high. But if it does, I'll be ready. Sound like Juice World. This dude sounds just like Juice World. I'm over like this is supposed to be non-copyright music, but I guess it ain't. It's just a dude that sounds just like him. But let me get back to the charts. How many people got on the live, man? Let me check. $13 people. 13 people in the live, man. Shout out 13 people in the live, man. We chilling. Let's get some let's get 10 likes, bro. Let's get 10 likes. 250 subscribers too. That's what's up, man. Let's hit 300 by the end of the week. Goal for the end of the week is 300 subscribers, man. Let's do it. All right, so we're looking for some rejection buys right here. If I was the markets and I wanted to reject a zone, I'd mark out right here. This is a point of interest. Really don't need more than 2 on my chart at one time. And like I said, the buy above zones is way up here, so I'm not really worried about them. So let's just see what happens. I'm going to speed forward a little quick because I'm not taking anything in this area. All right. So they just cleared out the FEG. So I'm going to move this rejection buy up to here. And I'm going to move this one. Move this one like right here. And this zone still is going to stand. And we're just going to see what happens real quick. Alright, so now we got a consolidation zone that formed. So now if we close above here, I'll be in. And I'll just use this for right here. Didn't quite close above. All right. See, I don't like when price. I don't like when price, because this would have been a good entry, but it shot up so high that I really didn't even get an entry. Like I'm not gonna enter right here because this is right at the support and it didn't even close above the support, and it really didn't even give me a chance to hop in on this trade because the whole candle literally, this whole candle literally went from zone to zone, so it didn't give me any entry. But hopefully it will come back down and I can turn this zone into a rejection entry. Okay, so price is on a rampage right now. I can't ignore this, so I will take this setup. Well, let me see, because this this is a 15 tick. So if I took, see, you gotta kind of map this stuff out, because if I took this 1-to-1, price would have to completely break through this FVG as well. So I'm really not in a position to hop in on this trade. And you know, we're only looking for A pluses, so I just wait for this to turn back into a rejection trade. All right, we're coming down. We can what I will do is I'll turn this right here. Maybe if it's a decent sized candle, I can turn this into an entry, but we'll see. All right, came in. We'll see if we can get a rejection. All right, nice rejection. Nice candle size. This is a good entry. Let's see if it plays out. Risking about 220. It's kind of heavy, but that's my max size. My max size is 220. So let's see if it plays out. All right, so that did play out, thankfully. So we need about $280 more, and then we'd be at our take profit for the day. We're gonna turn this close above into a rejection buy. We got the 5-minute FVG right here, so we're really not looking at any close above zones until this gets cleared. All right, price just came right back into the rejection. What's good, Pencorp? It's a variation of the consolidation zone strategy, except new and improved. Shout out Mavericks 3000 with the sub. This all started, bro. This, what you see on the screen, all started from the base consolidation strategy. But I just tweak it to improve the win rate. So I honestly don't even have a good enough explanation to really explain all of what I'm doing. It's really, I'm not doing too much. I mean, I just identify the trend, and then I buy. I just identify the trend, and then I go with the trend, essentially. I mean, I'm not really doing too much, but I'm kind of it's kind of a unique way of going about it, I'd say. All right, looking for a rejection. Haven't got one yet. This is kind of a good rejection, but the rejection didn't close back above the buy zone, so I'm not gonna take that. All right, and we just got a 5-minute FEG right there as well, so I gotta be aware of that. We entered another rejection zone, so let's see if they're gonna give us an actual rejection. Nope. Price is still tanking. We have another rejection zone ready though. Let's see if it wants to reject that one. Boom. Okay, we got a good rejection. As you can see, it got pretty deep, and then retraced and closed pretty strong. So this is a pretty big candle, so I'm only going to be able to use a 1 contract entry, risking about 130. I need about 180 for daily take profit to be hit, but We're not gonna force it. It's just a 120 trade, so that's what it's gonna be, 120. Oh, TikTok got banned for real? Hold on, bro. Hold on. Let me check. Let me check if they really banned TikTok for real. Hold on. Oh, they did. Oh, man. Dang, they really did ban TikTok. I bet you if I turn on a I wonder if I turn on a VPN, will I still be able to use it? Dang, that's crazy. I just clicked on TikTok on my phone. It did not let me open it. That's crazy work. Shit, wasn't nobody watching my videos on there anyways. I was getting like 7 views on TikTok. Not for real. Not for real. What up, King Josiah? What up, Tyler? What up, Diego? Yeah, man. Hey, shit. This where I'm at. This where I'm at. Shit, we gonna have YouTube turned up. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Shout 17 people. Let's see if this trade plays out though. 120 for 120. All right, so no, didn't play out, but we did get a rejection right here. I honestly don't really like taking a trade right after losing one, but this is a valid one. It's a valid trade. I don't. I'm gonna wait. Because I would take this buy right here because it rejected another zone, but what did I start the day? Was I up 1K or was I? How many trades have I taken? I feel like I've been winning today. Says I only have $700 though. Hold on, I gotta go back in the stream. Yeah, bro, it was a lot of fake gurus eating off TikTok for sure. Shit, there's a lot of fake gurus eating off all these platforms, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, yeah, I was up 820. So okay, I thought I was tripping. So I was up 820 before that L, and now I'm up 700. This just rejected another zone. So if I wanted to, I could hop in for a trade like this, and risk about 160 on it or something like that. But I'm gonna actually reset, and I'm gonna ignore this trade and just and mark the charts back up. Because I found when I enter trades back to back, like them hoes be losing back to back. So it'd be better for me to just wait for a whole new setup. So let's see if we can get a rejection off of this zone or a rejection off of this zone. And we gotta wait for this 5-minute FVG to get cleared. So let's see what happens. So that was a good decision to not enter off that trade, because that would have been an immediate SL. That would have been immediate SL. So gotta make wise decisions. The wiser decisions you make, the more profit you will make. All right. Now we seen a setup like this earlier today. For those of you, I don't know, some of y'all was in here, but we got a setup just like this before, right? It rejected, but the rejection did not turn bullish. It stayed bearish. But I said this is a strong rejection candle. So even though it closed bearish, I still hopped in. And the moment I hopped in, it was still a L. So even though this is a nice rejection off the zone, it did not flip bullish. So I'm still not gonna hop in. Gotta Got to take that into an account. Okay, so this would have just completely smashed every sort of TP possible. But you know, I gotta stick to my rules. So that's actually crazy. That's actually crazy how you can get the same setup twice and they play out completely different. Literally completely different. I had a setup that looked just like this and it tanked, and now I don't take it and it does this. That's just trading though, bro. This is why you can't get your emotions too attached to like wins and losses, because they'll literally do the exact same thing and give you a completely different result. So it is what it is. We're just gonna keep waiting. All right, the FEG is now been cleared, so we are going to move our rejection zone up to right here and right here, and we have another zone up top, but just in case, I'll place that zone right there. All right, and any other zones in the area, I'll go ahead and mark this out up top. And I mean, this is kind of interesting right here. All right, so let's see what happens.
There's a war up in my head, an imbalance in my chest, all 'cause of you.
All right, I'm gonna move this down. We can get a pretty good entry.
Before you, I overthink everything that I see. The shirt that I wear, to the air that I breathe. I tend to wonder the person I'd be if we never met. You were gone with the breeze. Cleansed by your composure, healed by your
Boom, that's a nice rejection candle. Hop in 2 contracts, risk about 140 for 140, and just an immediate tank. What can you do? But yeah, it just happens. I think if I'm not mistaken, if I lose, was I up 1,000 when I started Thursday? Let me check. I gotta go back in the stream because I don't know if I was up 1,000 already, and if I hit 500, is that my daily loss? Because I like to keep my back test as accurate as possible. Okay, so no, I started off Thursday at 500, and I was trying to get to 1,000. So even if I go back down to 500, I still have $500 left to draw down left. So it's nothing to worry about. It's nothing to worry about. All right, we got a consolidation zone that just formed right here, but I'm not gonna move this. I'm gonna keep that right there because they're pretty much right next to each other anyways. All right, we got a rejection, but right when we got this rejection of FEG popped up, so I'm not even about to play with it. I need to see this get cleared out for me to start taking entries again over here. All right, so the entry zone just got cleared. I'm gonna drop this down to like right there. I'm pretty much gonna keep everything else the same. All right. Don't know if we're gonna get a good rejection, so I'm gonna go ahead and mark this out right here for another potential zone. Let's see what happens. Boom, nice rejection candle. Let's see if I have enough space for 2 contracts. Yes, I do. Gonna be going for about 200. TP smash. As that TP got smashed, we also closed above this high as well. So it looks like we might start getting just a heavy buy trend going on. I'm only going to use one contract on this entry because it is kind of a late entry. But we have a lot of volume coming in, so I'm going to take it anyways. Yeah, I probably could have left that trade alone. I don't think that was a good trade. Honestly. I think I kind of just got I think the green just kind of got in my head, and I thought I was going to be able to just hit back to back to back like that. Even though I've been saying this whole time after I win a trade, I need to clear my charts. So that would have been an L for sure. But that's kind of like a mental error. That's just me not making a wise decision. I probably should have just waited on that entry, but we're still in profit, so I really can't complain. I'm going to clear the chart and remark it out. Definitely didn't have to take that trade, but you know, it happens. So we're going to use this as a rejection zone. Use this as we at least the charts is clean. No FVGs in sight. So except for down here. So we should begin some clean trades here in a few. So I'll just keep these two right here and just see which one gets activated first. All right, so we got another buy zone that just popped up. Close above here, I'll be in. All right, so we got the close above, but y'all know it would have been nice if the candle closed about right here. Then I would have hopped in for sure. But this candle closed right on the center of another buy zone. So there's a high chance that this next candle just opens up and just retraces just because it closed right on top of resistance. So I can't really take that trade. But I can take this one. Now the problem with taking this one obviously is that this move isn't as early as it would have been if I took it right here. But the extra confirmation allows me to take it. You're not always gonna get every trade right at the beginning, but you gotta trust the strategy at the end of the day. So this is 160 for 160. So yeah, would have been a lot better if I was able to get in right here, but it was just the awkward position of that close. Got the late entry, thought it was gonna be enough momentum to push to TP. Price didn't play out like that. So far I would have started trading at 2. It would have been 2 hours, and we would only be down $20, but at the highest at our peak we was up to 820. So it would have been a rough day for mental, for my mental psychology, all this back and forth. But it happens. It happens. But what I can say is, when did I hit SL? I think this is the candle that hit SL. So as soon as that happens, boom, we're gonna clear the chart again. Don't want to be using old zones and stuff like that. I'm gonna mark this rejection zone out right here. This rejection zone out right here. And I said the longest I'm going to trade is till 6 a.m. So about 2 hours left. Win, lose, or draw before I'd call it a day. When you trade like this, some days you will have to fight for your wins. If you don't have the kind of mind frame to be able to do that, I wouldn't recommend you trading like this. This is how I like to trade, so that's why I'm able to do it. But I know a lot of people just prefer taking 1 to 2 trades a day. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes I end up in fights with the market, you know. We can go back and forth sometimes. Okay, so we got to close above right here, and we'll see what happens if we can get a close. See what happens if we get a close above right there. It's better. Okay, let's see what happens. All right, we got another zone. I'll bring this down to right here. Closed right on it. We're getting a lot of candles that instead of closing above the zone, it keeps closing right on top of it. Like, I'm not hopping in on a candle that closes right on top of a zone, because there's really no telling what's gonna happen when that next candle opens. Let me check the 30 again, make sure we're still buying. Okay, we're still buying. That's an ugly candle. Alright. I want to hop in on this, but like, what is going on here? Like, we got some low volume candles, some gaps. This candle just opened up super ugly. Like, I'm not hopping in, bro. Now, this is a candle I hop in. Kind of similar to the last trade that we hopped in, except this one at least gives us a little bit of room before the buy zone. So I'll hop in right here. I do have enough space for 2 contracts, so risking about 180 for 180 on this trade. Okay, so we did end up getting that TP smash. Like I said, I mean, some days it can be a real fight for the profits. Like, it's not gonna when you're a scalper, especially on the 1 minute time frame, you're not gonna really be getting too many easy days. You can get an easy day where you just come in and you hit 3 in a row, you know, GG, game over. But shout out King Josiah, join the Discord. But most of the time, it's gonna be a little bit of fighting going on. Yeah, but y'all know the drill. After a win, got to clear the chart. Up 660. Still got about 340 more dollars to go. So definitely not over. Definitely got a long ways to go. Right, so I know the drill. We're looking for buys. So if we can get a buy above here, I mean, we can get a close above here, I'll be looking for some entries. And we got a gap down here. So like a tap right here. It'll be a nice rejection. And use this consolidation zone over here and say, that's for my next rejection zone. And we're just gonna see what happens. Alright, we tapped into the rejection zone. Let's see if we get a good entry. Alright, nice. This this candle actually tapped into the second rejection zone and then closed back above. So this is what I would call an A plus setup. Strong rejection, nice candle wick. So we can probably get like a $200 SL on this trade. Okay, no. Oh wait, this is okay. 120. I mean, that's still pretty solid. Pretty confident. Doesn't mean it's gonna hit. No, but I mean this is what I would call A plus. So let's see what happens. Look at that, beautiful, easy win. We love the easy wins, man. We love the easy wins. So $200 more left, and we'd have the second winning day of the week. Gotta clear the chart. Don't want to get caught up in old news. Even if you're just gonna literally mark out the same zone again, like who cares? Clear the chart, bro. Clear the chart and just do it again. It just keeps your mind fresh. All right, so close above buys right there. Do some rejection sales right here. I mean some rejection buys right here. Same zones. I mean, I'm just using the same zones. Using the same zones again. And put a rejection buy right here. Let's see if we can get it. Boom. Big ass candle. Obviously if I take this trade, it's gonna end up taking me into this FVG right here. This is only about 5 ticks worth of space. This is a 10 tick candle, so I'm just gonna have to ignore it. But what I can do is I can turn this close above into a rejection zone and see if I can get a better entry. So it would have been a TP, but y'all know, A plus setups, bro. Would it have been a TP? Hold on. It might not have been. Because if I would have hopped in, it would have been like this. Oh, hell no. That would have been nowhere near TP yet. So, pretty much, that was good. That was a good no entry. Good no entry. Still looking if we can get this rejection. Boom. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful rejection. Would you have rather been in on this trade or get in on this trade? This is the power of waiting. Now, is it a guarantee that this trade is going to win? No. But I'd way rather hop in off this than hopping in off this. So, this might even be, can we get 200? Okay, so yeah, this is going to be a 220 SL. And we're basically going to go for the win right here. This is going to take us into that FVG. So I'm gonna tighten it. I'm gonna tighten it. I'm just gonna go for nah, bro. I only need $200 for the winning day. I know if I was trading live, I'd go for that 200. So hopefully we're just gonna hope it plays out. And yeah, let's see what happens. Boom. Booyah! 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 We would be done for the day. Gotta love it, gotta love it, gotta love it. Alright, just gonna move on to the next day. Alright. Friday, I'm gonna do Friday, and this is I don't know how long I've been on live, but let me check. I'm gonna back test this last Friday, and then I'll go ahead and get out of here. Just a little. I've been on live for 2 hours and 30 minutes, so yeah, that's pretty good. So we're just gonna see if we can get Friday a winning day, and then I'll go ahead and call it a wrap. All right, drop to the 30. We're looking for buys. Go to the 1 minute time frame. If I was the market and I was looking for some good buy zones, I'd mark out right here. And I'd use this consolidation zone down here. So this is going to be for rejection buys, and this is going to be for rejection buys. Now, if I was looking for close aboves, I'd mark out right here, and I'd mark out right here. So we should get an entry pretty quickly because these zones are pretty tight. So let's see what we can get. Boom, pretty nice. Pretty simple entry right here. $90 SL, so I can go 2 contracts and risk that 180. 180 for 180. Let's see if we can get a good start to the day. Ooh, damn, look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Nice, 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 nice. Now, if I hopped in, now this candle is way too big. I ain't gonna lie. Pause. But this candle's too big. So this would be a 180 SL. If I took this, I could take this. Don't get it twisted. This is a valid setup. This is a valid setup. But I don't know, bro, because I don't know. I'm just gonna have to pass on that one. I wouldn't say that it's a valid setup, but I wouldn't say that's a wise setup. You feel me? Like that's a whole lot of distance it gotta cover. And I feel like we could just wait and just get a decent rejection trade and be eating all the same. So I'm just gonna change this to a rejection. I'm not gonna change this zone to a rejection yet because let me see. Hold on. Let me check this. Let me check. Let me check the score on this. On this. NFL. On this. Who was playing? Lions of Washington. Let me check the score on that real quick. Game probably over by now. Oh my goodness! Commanders blew their ass out. It wasn't a blowout, but damn, 45-31. What in the world? Damn, Jaden Daniels went crazy. Damn, 45-31 in a playoff game. Oh, Jared Goff threw 3 picks over for his ass. Jaden Daniels 299, two TDs. BJ Robinson 77 yards. Damn. Yeah, Goff can't be throwing 3 interceptions, bro. He out of there. Out of there. They was balling hard all season too. All right, so listen. We're gonna wait for a better setup. I could take this, but I'm not going to. Maybe one more close above here, and I'll turn this into a rejection zone. Okay, yeah. So I'll go ahead and turn this into rejection zone. As far as close aboves, I mean, I ain't even gonna lie. It's so much volume pushing out right now. I'm not even looking for any close aboves. I'm just gonna wait for a rejection. And I'm gonna wait for some more structure to form. Like it's pushing though. It's pushing, that's for sure. All right, we got to tap in. Let's see if we can get a nice rejection. All right, this it's not the strongest rejection candle, but I'd still say that's valid. Not really. I'm only gonna risk like I'll risk like 100 on this trade. I mean, I wouldn't say this is the best setup, but I mean it's there. It's there. I would typically want this candle to be a little stronger, but it's cool. Okay, so yeah, that was kind of a waste of money. I mean, I knew that setup wasn't that good and I still took it. I think that's mental fatigue. I don't think I would have took that setup at the beginning of the trading session, but it is what it is. We should be able to make that back. But just kind of giving away $100, I mean, Those are the trades that kind of come back to get you at the end of the trading day. You know, when you just give away $100 like it's nothing. But you know, we're human. We all make mistakes. So we had a 1, 2. I kind of want to hop in on this, but I'm just gonna hold off. I'm gonna hold off on that. Gonna hold off on that one. But if we do get a close above here, we will start entering again. So we get that close above here, you know, that's the go. That's the go sign. That's the go sign to get active. All right, so we're back into the rejection zone. Maybe I can win the trade this time. That's just not a, that's just an ugly candle. I'm not gonna use that. Okay, boom. We got a close above with a whole lot of volume. Let's see how much. So this is gonna be another heavy ass trade. Um, I'll take it though. I'll take it. I'll take it. Just because we got a whole lot of volume, it pushed up, came down, pushed up, closed above. Um, I don't know what's over here to this left hand side. Let's see. Like if it's just empty space, then you know, we all know. Yeah, if the data is this far away, then the data really doesn't even matter anymore. So I'm just gonna kind of take this trade by faith that the volume is just gonna keep up. I usually prefer more data to be on the left hand side, but if price is showing that it's pushing, then it's pushing, you know. So let's just see what happens. So yeah, it was just really like, usually I ain't gonna lie, I usually don't take setups like with this big of a candle, but I mean it was just the volume is there. It already retraced to the rejection zone. Um, and this was a double entry. Like it broke above here, which would have been an entry, and it broke above here, which was an entry as well. So that's why I took that. So only 250 left, and then we would have a profitable day for Friday as well. So we're gonna wait to see if we can get some rejection buys. All right. I mean, I don't know if this was a news day or what, but if it closes above here, I'm gonna take another buy, and we're just gonna keep rolling. No point in overthinking it. If the market is showing you it's trending upwards, then hop in. You know, don't just hop in randomly. Wait till you get a signal like this. We got another close above, so this is just another signal that it wants to keep going. I think we can get away with 2 contracts on this trade. Yeah, 220 risk. 220 risk. So if this trade wins, I'll pretty much be done for the day. So let's see what happens. Ooh, golly. What in the world? You gotta love it. I am not complaining. I am not complaining at all. I am not complaining at all. That's exactly what I love to see. All right, so $20 left, bro. Let's make the trade good. Y'all know me, I get petty. If I say I need 500, then I actually do need $500. So I will take a trade for $20, bro. No cap. But let me clear this chart so I don't just take a bullshit trade, because that's the quickest way to blow an account. Like, say you're trying to pass a combine and you only need like $20 to pass. So then you just take a BS trade thinking you're just gonna make an easy $20. And watch, that be the one trade that instantly lose, and then somehow, some way, you go from needing $20 to needing $1,500, just like that. All right, so we're gonna wait to see if we can just get an easy rejection candle. Just trying to hit $20. Probably just gonna use 1 contract, and then we'll be done for the day. Just looking for some rejection buys. I'm really not too concerned with anything above here, because it was like 3 days worth of data that showed nothing over there. So we're just gonna act like none of that even matters over there. All right, but we did just get a consolidation zone. So right here, if we get a close above right here, then I'll hopefully I can capitalize and make this the last trade. All right, tap into the rejection zone. Boom, we got the rejection candle. Y'all know the setup. Hopefully this will do it. This is exactly what we look for. So let's see what happens. All I need is $20, so I'm just gonna pop one contract. I'm just gonna risk 100, and I'm gonna go for 30 just for like commissions and stuff like that. TP. It barely hit TP. Hold on. Like it barely hit TP, bro. It barely hit TP. Let me make sure that hit TP, because that would be so sad if it didn't. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Yeah, I know if we was trading live. Yeah, okay, no. That tapped in. Even if we was trading live, that would have tapped us in. That would have filled us. So yeah. Boom, just like that. That's 3 winning days in a row. So if I can do that, come Monday, I'll be in a good position. My combine right now is break even, so got some work to do. I'm actually down like $50, but who cares? So got some work to do. This was a pretty good stream session, I'd say. If y'all got any questions, just go ahead and ask them real quick. If y'all not in the Discord, join the Discord. I'm finna drop a link to the Discord in the chat right now. For those of y'all who not in it, they're join it, bro. Like, I'm sending everybody updates. When I go live. We got a traders discussion channel where everybody is giving everybody tips, helping each other's out, sending charts, sending payouts, sending funded, sending informational YouTube videos. Like, we're doing everything, no cap. You know what I'm saying? We got a shout out Miguel, shout out King Josiah, already joined. Even got a Sanctified Temple channel where I'm just sending spiritual advice, because if y'all don't know, trading is a spiritual journey as well as a educational and mental and psychology journey. Like, it'll take you all around the world, no cap. So yeah, I'm finna go ahead and get y'all this link, and then I'll get out of here, man. I do have a website where you can book coaching calls or buy my trading plan, but the trading plan that I do have on my website is it is outdated. So the trading plan that's on my website is the same one that I used to get funded, but it is not the one that y'all just seen. So this trading plan right here that's on my website is not the one that y'all just seen, but it is able to get you funded if you do follow it to a T and you do it correctly. So yeah, coaching calls, the more you get, obviously the better the deal. Y'all know how that goes, all that good stuff. But yeah, so let me just go ahead and send the link in the chat. Shout out all the people who sub. Discord in the chat. Link to my website in the chat. So everybody drop a sub if you haven't dropped a sub. Drop a like if you haven't dropped a like. This was Strategy Service Saturday number. I don't even know what number this is, man. It's probably be like number 4. I don't know. We do it every week, bro. So with that being said, y'all have a good one. Y'all get y'all mind right for market open tomorrow. And I hope everybody makes a lot of money. I am out.
Try to make it out alive, you know. Will I see the other side before I'll even know? This I don't know, oh, we're cutting it close. It's chemically taxing and I can't feel my pulse. Got me like a parasite, I'll cope. Breathing through your appetite, my lungs are exposed. I'm barely breathing, I'm all on my own. But don't pull the plug, that mean I'm letting you go. So let me go. And I'm dying, got my head in a brace. So I'm trying to self-medicate. We wash away our problems with solutions, bought off counters. But this is gonna hurt someday, like a shot to the face. Or is it too late? This is gonna hurt someday. Learning to forgive, disband. I can't seem to let you go, I don't understand. I can feel your ghost in my every other coat. Now every time I'm cold, I'm getting thoughts of you alone. So let me go. I don't think I'll ever let another too close. And I'm dying, got my head in a brace. So I'm trying to self-medicate. We wash away our problems with solutions, bought off counters. But this is gonna hurt someday, like a shot to the face. Or is it too late? This is gonna hurt someday. Like a shot to the face.
Yeah, wait till I pin the game down. I got my submission, treat me like a king with a crown. I had to get on, she realized she had to listen. Diamonds is stuck in the rough, but wait till I clean the shit up. A kiffin and glisten. Bring my new short at the club with diamonds on us, so I guess us three finna dance. He smelling fish, you a must. I lost a lot of my trust, a lot that I cut. Either you with me or not. Really like fuck what it was. I just need my boo here to be with me. Make a movie, we put that on DVD. I ain't smoking no more for the CBD. All these people here down for me TBD. Oh well, ooh, you don't fuck with me then cool. Really I fuck with like two people. Yeah, we can kick and shit, but if you thinking that we finna click, you a fool. Don't like to talk shit. I'm fucking on toxic shit. You just dropped out of toxic shit. Had me rifling. You heard this shit, thought you saw it. And trust me, it's not only me who done said this shit. Bitch, I ain't never gon' let money emoji. I need me them bands in the state. Bitch, I be throwing like tag. You wasn't with me back then. You can't take this shit back. A youngin' can't miss something else, man. I swear it's amazing. Down the road, I'm just paving my pavement. Down the road, they gon' witness the greatness. Wait till I'm on. Wait till I'm on. Wait till I'm. I won't stop until we too damn lit, ayy. Too damn rich, ayy. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 figure shit, ayy. Do it easy, like it's Florida. I got the keys, revving for the cool with the speed. Like your rappers, they don't be in key. It is what it is. You should be smoking on nicotine greens, the beans, the fiends just couldn't be me. Started just thinking about racks in my team and me. I'm trying to put yachts in the sea, ayy, 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 ayy. 100, 200 a payday. Couldn't give a fuck about what they say. Spin it again like a Beyblade. Need me like 10 out the lot. Yeah, that's a lot. And that ain't for me, it's for pops. These bitches be scheming, they plot. Heard it 100 times, I see right through it a lot. Spin that shit, yeah. Wait till I pin the game down. I got my submission, treat me like a king with a crown. I had to get on, she realized she had to listen. Diamonds is stuck in the rough, but wait till I clean the shit up. A kiffin and glisten. Bring my new short at the club with diamonds on us, so I guess us three finna dance. He smelling fish, you a must. I lost a lot of my trust, a lot that I cut. Either you with me or not. Really like fuck what it was. I just need my boo here to be with me. Make a movie, we put that on DVD. I ain't smoking no more
wanna see if all is true. What I be trying to do. If I did already know, that open inside I cannot hide. Or can I find? Or let me find a place inside my heart for you. But I will find a way. Till I just say myself, I try to realize if it's the end. If I could see herself for one last time, I cannot say that Titanic, so I cry. Yes, my tears made it drown. Got some time before that die. Till I let her to end my life. Till I let her to end my life. Till I let her to end my life. I keep on losing. My heart been abused in a way I cannot let go. Used to be someone to say if I could kill me first. Don't know what if I'm doing. I do wanna set you. Can it be the night it ends when you gon' kill me first? Till I just say myself, I try to realize if it's the end. If I could see herself for one last time, I cannot say that Titanic, so I cry. Yes, my tears made it drown. Got some time before that die. Till I let her to end my life. Till I let her to end my life. Till I let her to end my life. Titanic, so I cry. Yes, my tears made it drown. Got some time before that die. Till I let her to end my life. It was all so simple. All the memories turn to misery, and it still don't sit well. All the jealousy turning bittersweet. Having time after time, fighting night after night. Feel like everything's my fault, causing permanent pain at the end of the day. Guess I'm better off alone. Tangled up in
my best friends. I be low to the high kicking. Mama told me don't lose your head. No, you grown, can't lose my kid. And when I wake up tomorrow, it's still gonna be all that I know. All in my head, out of my mind. 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 Some of my demons, my best friends. 2 shots down, I need about 10. Talk to God like I'm gon' sin. Don't give me up, my only friend. And when I wake up tomorrow, I'm shooting down all my sorrows. And all this pain that I borrow, dog, I can't trip out of follow. So let me know, let me know. Took a step back, had to disconnect from my health. I don't want you, I don't want myself. Y'all ran away, but my demons stayed. And you say you're here, don't see no way. No, I stay with them every single day. All in my head, out of my mind. All in my head, out of my mind. Some of my demons, my best friends. I be low to the high kicking. Mama told me don't lose your head. No, you grown, can't lose my kid. And when I wake up tomorrow, it's still gonna be all that I know. All in my head, out of my mind. 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 Out of my mind today, out of my mind the day before. I don't even need a bed. I woke up, I'm in the floor. Smell like perfume and some marijuana. No curfew, we don't care about it. I can't sleep cause I'm overthinking about life and how none's fair about it. And you can't hurt me more than I hurt myself. I don't want you, I don't want myself. Can't help you cause I need some help. All in my head, all in my head, all in my head, out of my mind. All in my head, out of my mind. Some of my demons, my best friends. I be low to the high kicking. Mama told me don't lose your head. No, you grown, can't lose my kid. And when I wake up tomorrow, it's still gonna be all that I know. All in my head, out of my mind. All in my head, out of my mind. All in my head, out of my mind. All in my head, out of my mind.
Dead in the eyes. Shawty said she loving my vibe. Shawty wanna come for the ride. Had the time of her life. Staying at my crib, pop a bottle of wine. We don't even have to talk, she fucking me with her eyes. This could be suicide. I know she got a man, I'm not a usual type. Start my phone, fucking pretty, I'm a drug and she high. Got my songs on the playlist, on her mind all the time. This can be our little secret, me and you for the night. And after we could have a party, if you want we get high. Bring your friends around and we could have a hell of a night. I'll bring my guys along and we can have a hell of a think I fell in love, walked into the club, already little buzz. She looked into my eyes and told me that she want my drugs. Now shawty on the luck, shawty get on top, shawty on my I don't take losses, moving like bosses. I'm tatted on my skin, big scars with the crosses. Made me lose focus, make strong doses. On her knees hopeless, told the bitch focus. And if you want an after party, I got you. Couple more drinks and shawty, I got you. And if you feel low, then shawty, I got you. And if you need a friend, then shawty, I got you. Got a couple more dollars flying around you. Backstage, numb the pain and the highs too. I can hear them scream my name in my songs too. to the club, already look bust. She looked into my eyes and told me that she want my drugs. Now shawty on the luck, shawty get on top, shawty on my, I don't take losses, moving like bosses. I'm tatted on my skin, big scars with the crosses. Made me lose focus, make strong doses. On her knees hopeless, told a bitch focus.
Yeah, I pop a molly, then fuck till she tap out. I'm in the business of blowing her back out. They just re-big, my nigga back out. I'm doing deals in the back of the crack house. I got them pounds in the pack out. I'm smoking blunt after blunt till I black out. I cannot fuck with a hoe who gon' act out. She know I'm certified, she know my background. I keep my nigga like tactics. Shorty gon' die cause he don't get the reference. My niggas look at me in reverence. I don't like broke hoes, I don't fuck with peasants. Money make niggas pretend. Just wise the boy think he got but he fake. I don't got us, I got targets for days. And 100 rounds in this jump on dick. Ayy. Fucking that bitch, great. Spin that bitch, face. She love that shit, ayy. I smoke out as a not an A, ayy. I like my bitches with taste, ayy. Fuck with a switch just in case. Shut up and open the safe. We be outside to birds sing in the morning outside. To the sunlight so flame in the sky. Say breath and I'm right back outside. No one's there if that money go dry. I got to dump it on God. No fair fights, jump him on God. Turn 3.5 soft into raw. Might turn a rap nigga into pop. These niggas don't want no problems. I know these hoes watching pockets. He want my blood, I think girl watching sockets. These bitches Hillary ride them. Do what you just for the privilege and power. I'm stacking the racks in the tower. Smoking exotic, you can't get up out. We be outside to birds sing in the morning outside. To the sunlight so flame in the sky. Say breath and I'm right back outside. No one's there if that money go dry. I got to dump it on God. No fair fights, jump him on God. Turn 3.5 soft into raw. Might turn a rap nigga into pop.
I wait for you until I'm done. I don't care how long. I need somebody always home. I don't care how long.
I've never really cared about the waiting game. Going out and taking names. Head back to the crib, we'll go to bed. I swear it's all the same. I wake up, go to work, but it gets done in my room. A couple hours on the clock, and now I'm searching for you. Seems like the longer I'm alone, the more I feel my regrets. Why can't I skip the dialogue? I guess I'll read through the text. Don't try to tell yourself it's perfect when you never connect. We pack our bags and walk our separate ways. I'm on to the next. Get overstimulated by all these people I come across, cause I'm an option to somebody who's also been feeling lost. We scroll through life without a thought that our future is all we got. We just live inside the past till the fear of changing is gone. I had a hope and a dream. I lost a heart that was pure. I simply waited and I waited still I never was sure. If I replayed it, would I pray to be escaping a curse? Or would I tell myself it's fine because the lesson was learned? I don't know.
I wait for you until I'm done. I don't care how long. I need somebody always home. I don't care how long.
But losing time is such an issue. I'm trapped inside an igloo, frozen in the threads of situations that I've been through. Sleep is how I pause my eyes, spring open